Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is how do people feel when they see you? So when people see you, when they interact with you, how are they feeling inside? And right off the bat, I think people really like you. So let's get started. We have 3 piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you, and we can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on how do people feel when they see you. Right off the bat, pile 1, you are giving me a very next level energy. So people feel really strongly when they see you. I mean, we have the Ace of Cups to the Eight of Wands. So I think people really, really like you. It's almost giving me, whether you know it or not, I think a lot of people kind of feel that love at first sight energy with you. A lot of people really feel like they want to talk to you, like they want to get to know you, but there's like heavy intimidation. Like I think people find you very attractive here, so attractive here that they're kind of too scared to talk to you, but people could definitely stare at you, especially when you're not looking. People feel like an instant like, oh my gosh. You also could be the kind of person where people kind of get that like, oh my gosh, I think this person is my soulmate, they're the one, but they won't say anything or do anything here. I'm almost getting that like, you know that feeling when you're like on public transportation or you're out like in public and you see like a really attractive person and then like you see them for a couple minutes and you never see them again. It's giving me that energy of people being like, oh my gosh, and then like people definitely think about you like long after you're gone here, with the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, and the Three of Wands, and hoping one day they'll see you again. So I also get like if there's people that see you more than once, like it's this cycle. Especially if they see you but don't say anything or don't do anything. It's like they see you, they're like, I'll be honest, with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, like I think I'm in love with this person, or like love at first sight, like very strongly. But then being way too scared to say something and then feeling really bad about themselves. And with this Emperor, I feel like they kind of see you as very high up there, powerful, valuable. But also this feeling of like, one day I'm going to get the courage, I'm going to get the cojones to say something or do something. But it's kind of a cycle that a lot of people are stuck in. For some of you, I actually feel like your best relationships weren't necessarily built on just like meeting face to face at first for some of you. Like you've made good friendships or good relationships, maybe like I heard like through dating apps for some of you, or like online where someone really gets to know you first before they see you. Because I feel like for a lot of people, if they just see you and don't get to talk to you, there's this immediate assumption of like this person would never be interested in me, or they're too good for me, or even just feeling so attracted to you that they're kind of like scared. Have you ever experienced that, where someone's so good looking that you're like scared to even like look at them or talk to them? It's giving me this energy. But I mean, if you're in an Emperor energy, I think you take good care of yourself. I think you know that you have a lot of confidence, you're attractive, and people pick up on that. You have a lot of confidence here. People also do like to talk to you if they do get the courage, though. So I don't know if you've noticed that some people even like find an opportunity to talk to you or say something to you, even if it's just like to exchange like a hello or like, you know, have a nice day or something like that. People feel like you could be like their future wife or husband. People definitely feel like your husband or wife material, like really strongly. I don't know, like people look at you and they're like, I could wake up to that every morning, or I could come home to that person every day and be like happy with the 10 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. People also feel lucky if they see you. I don't know. You guys are attractive. I don't know. There's something about you, or like your style. There's something really unique and different about you, but very exciting to people, where they literally feel lucky to have seen you. But I mean, I'm sure we've all experienced that, where you see someone where you're just like, whoa, like who is that? And you feel almost kind of pulled out of your reality. You definitely don't look like the average person. You don't. you really, I heard some of you look either like you could be famous, whether it's like online, or like you could be a model or something. I heard for some of my masculines out there, you look like you could be like a professional athlete, and people are like, who is that? I don't know, you guys. Okay, for some of you it's your workplace. Some of you, I heard the gym, some sort of hobby or place that you go to frequently. If people like don't know who you are, I feel like there's a whole lot of assumptions about who you are. I'm so curious. I want to get more. This is a significant pile. Yeah, people really hold back, but there's a lot of people who really want to be your friend, but are like too scared. Like, they would love to go out with you, love to have a drink with you, or spend time with you, or just like chat you up, but people are really scared. I don't even feel like you're like unfriendly or anything. Oh, King of Swords. With the Queen of Pentacles here. So how do people feel, King of Swords, when they see my pile one? The Star. Look at all this. I feel like you do also bring out the best energy in people. So like, I'm not seeing a whole lot of toxicity. Like, I feel like if someone's just straight up like an F-boy or something, they just like are not gonna approach you. But I feel like most people, you kind of... Okay, so have you ever seen like a person who's maybe dressed really well or looks really professional? You know how like people will kind of sit up straight when they will like walk into the room? You're kind of that person where people kind of feel like they have to sit up straight around you. Does that make sense? With the King of Swords to the Star, people could also, you give me a slightly oblivious energy, because this is kind of funny, because once again, we're picking up on the energy of people who are looking at you. That doesn't mean that you're looking at them. So whether you know this or not, people could also try to like show off when you're around them, or like, okay, the best example, I keep just seeing someone in the gym. So if you go to the gym especially, and I don't even feel like you notice most of this, but like if you walk by like someone, they might be like, oh, like I really need to make sure my form looks good. Like, am I flexing? It's giving me that. They're like, you think they're looking? Oh. Honestly, it's not a bad energy. It's actually kind of sweet. We have the Temperance and the Knight of Cups. So this kind of reminds me of an energy that I picked up on in reading a few days back, where I was channeling the song A Girl Worth Fighting For from Mulan. Like, there's something about you where people feel like, I don't know. One energy I have picked up on for like the general population recently is kind of this pessimism about like dating and friendships, like all different types of relationships, people feeling very pessimistic about things. But there's something here about you actually balancing out and helping restore. I don't know. There's something about you. I think that you are attractive. I think you seem confident. You have a quality to you that really stands out to people, and it inspires people. You do actually inspire people just by the way that you carry yourself. You seem, once again, very attractive, stable, abundant, but also not like, there's nothing like rude about you either. Like, you also seem like a nice person. You might keep to yourself a little bit more, but there's something here where people honestly just admire you more than anything else. But I think it's kind of intense because there's something intensely attractive about you. I think it's kind of intimidating for a lot of people, but it elicits a lot of emotion, whether you realize this or not. The High Priestess, you're very mysterious. Like, people feel kind of, okay, with the High Priestess, I'm almost getting like an entranced energy. People feel bewitched by you. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. People are really, really attracted to you. We got the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. People feel very hot and bothered. I heard even doing like the most mundane things. So like, say for instance, like you could be at the grocery store and like ask someone who works there, like, oh, which aisle is this item? And they're like, oh my god. Who are you, pile one? People are like floored by you. Okay, we have the hangman. You do make people really nervous. You make people really nervous. But they try to be cool around you. Like, they do hold it together, but internally people like freak out. But they hold it together well, because I think, once again, you are nice, and there's something also very soothing about your energy with that temperance. Okay, there's something really cool about your energy where I think a lot of you are really into manifesting your best self, and it's coming through. You're looking good, you're feeling good, I heard you're smelling good. Everything about you is like, I heard 10 out of 10, like you're looking really good. But your energy has also been elevating as well too. And what you'll notice is if you're elevating and you're also elevating your energy, you'll kind of create a balancing energy around you. So even if you are super attractive, or if you're really confident, really outgoing, the energy around you will kind of temper the people around you. So it's not quite so shocking, because there's something here, whether you know it or not, the way that people see you is like a shock to the system. For some of you, you look really different. I heard for some of you, you straight up either look like a model or a professional athlete, actress, actor. Like, you look really good. For some of you, you take really, really good care of yourself. And I feel like you'll know if this is you or not. Definitely don't sell yourself short. Like, if you're taking good care of yourself and you're really cultivating, the temple that God gave you, yeah, it's working very well. But there's something about the way that you carry yourself, the way that you talk to people, and your energy is quite gentle and balancing. I'm almost imagining, okay, say like you walk up to someone, or, you're around someone. I almost feel like your energy kind of knocks them over but picks them back up. Does that make sense? It's actually really, really nice. The Hierophant, very elevated. I'll be honest. There's a lot of people, when they look at you, they feel like you would be like a great husband or wife. Like, they definitely think you're like husband or wife material, straight up. And that's what I like here, actually. So I see a lot of attractiveness, but I also see like someone who people respect you. Like, people really respect you. There's something about you where you look respectable. You take good care of yourself. For some of you, I think you do, you show, your beauty or your handsomeness, but you leave a little bit to the imagination, and you carry yourself in a really nice way. People just kind of pick up on the fact, like, if I wanted to be with this person, obviously, like, I would need to commit to them. This is not, there's really no wiggle room when it comes to that, and I think it's a good energy. Anything else? How do people feel when they look at my pile one? This is such a nice energy, pile one. 7 of Swords. Okay, that's the one thing. Okay, the 2 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. Because I was like, there's got to be something else. People could feel, though. So we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. People could also feel like you maybe care about money. Like, finances. And I think, number one, it's because you look good, but also you look like you have quite a lot. Like, you look quite well taken care of. And so there's kind of this feeling of like, either that's sort of a requirement to be close to you, or almost like, I'm not going to say people feel judged by you, because I'm not getting that. The Devil. The Devil, the 5 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. And I've gotten this in previous readings too. Tell me if this makes sense to you in the comments. But I feel like because you look attractive and confident, there's almost this energy of people feeling like slightly they can't trust you, only because it's almost like too good to be true. Does that make sense? Like, you look good, you're confident, you seem like your money is right, you're nice, you're respectful, like, what? There has to be something. And it's interesting that I said that when I pulled those cards. People almost feel like it's too good to be true, like there has to be something. Yeah, especially with 10 of Pentacles. There's something here about people feeling like, oh, with the 7 of Wands, people could either feel like maybe you're secretly rich or something, or like you wouldn't want to be around people who don't have finances or something like that. The Death card, yeah. Yeah, Four of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. Something about money here. Oh, okay. And it's not necessarily a bad energy, but for people who have a good amount of money, when they look at you, I think it's because you look so good. There's almost this assumption of like, oh yeah, they're good looking. Of course they're going to want someone with money, and I've got money, so I've got to watch out kind of energy. I don't even feel like you're interacting with these people. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. This is what's funny about their energy though. I don't even feel like you're doing anything to these people. If there's people with money, especially like the opposite gender who's attracted to you, it's kind of like, oh yeah, look at them, they look so good, like of course they would want to be with someone with money. I've got money, I better watch out. But they also feel like, but you know what, I would give them my money. I think that's what's cracking me up. That's why. Oh, I get it. Okay, pile one. The reason they're in that energy is not because they wouldn't give it to you, it's because they would. If you're around people who have a lot of money, they're like, I need to watch out, because if this person wanted to spend all my money, I would let them do it. I don't know where this is coming from. This is crazy. Look at this. That's why. I feel like they're projecting. Because they're like, I would let them spend all my money. I don't even think you're trying to do that, but just so you know. 3 of Cups. Well, I don't know who these people are, like, but once again, like, if you're around like rich men or rich women and they're attracted to you, they're like, I better watch out because this person could take advantage of me and I would let them, essentially. This is so wild. That's what I have for you, pile one. Anything else with the Knight of Wands? Anything else for my pile one before we close out? This is wild. Yeah, Lovers in reverse with the 5 of Pentacles, but I think most people kind of feel like it's more of a I can look but I can't touch energy. I think most people just don't feel like they're good enough for you. And that's okay. You know, I think it's not necessarily a bad energy. If someone can self-segregate themselves and say, you know what, I'm not good enough for them, then because the person who's for you will feel confident that they can rise to the challenge and be the person that you're looking for. And you only need one person. I always say that. So if there's a million people who are like, I'm not good enough for them, that's okay. All you need is one. But I feel like all in all, people are like, if I had the confidence, if I had the chance, I would absolutely go for it. But I'm way too afraid to approach this person because people feel almost guaranteed that they'll get rejected by you. And maybe that's not the case. But once again, the person that God has for you will not be afraid to say something to you. So don't worry about that. Well, that's what I have for you, pile one. Kind of an intense energy. It feels very frenetic, but honestly it's really good and there's definitely some funny moments to it. So yeah, keep up the good work. I don't really see any issues here. I just feel like a lot of people have very strong feelings towards you when they see you, but it all looks pretty great. So that's what I have for you, pile one. I hope this resonated and I hope this is helpful for you. You can always watch one of my other videos if you'd like, and of course you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pile two. So if you just a second pile, then this is your reading on how do people feel when they look at you. Pile two. I heard you make people want to get their life together. I see a lot of love right off the bat. It's kind of reminding me of pile one as well too, I'll be honest with you. So you can check out that pile if this one resonates as well. But it's giving me like a love at first sight energy. I'm also getting this could be people that are like in your life as well too. It's like friends, family, coworkers. People really like you, like love you. I feel like people also like doing things for you or like giving you things or like want to give you things. There's a sense of almost like a protective energy here. I am curious about this 9 of Wands, but I'm getting this strong energy of people like wanting to move forward and say something to you, do something. With the Death card here, they could stop themselves. The 9 of Wands. I heard heartbreaker. People kind of feel like you might be a heartbreaker though, or you might like break their heart. I feel like a lot of people really do like struggle with the fear of rejection here. I think you come across a lot of people like that. And with this King of Pentacles, there's almost this assumption of like, I really would have to have my life together to be with pile 2. And honestly, that's not a bad assumption to elicit in people. So I don't really think that's an issue for you at all. I talked about this in the first pile as well. But God's going to have one person for you. All you need is one person when it comes to like a romantic relationship. So if a million people, if a billion people are like, oh, I'm not good enough for them, that's okay. You only need one person. But I feel like in general, there's a lot of people who are like, you know, if I had money, if I had my life together, if I had my body together, I would totally take the chance. Like 100%. But it's like they stop themselves with the Chariot and then the Death card. So they're like, you actually could have people who like start to walk towards you and then like stop or change their mind. For some of you as well, you might be different in some way. I'm looking at this 2 of Cups. People kind of feel, if you're different in some way, or like there's some sort of, if you contribute to some sort of, say, like diversity or something in a space, I feel like a lot of people actually feel like good about that. I want to get this 9 of Wands really quick because I'm getting a slight bit of like envy here. Let's see. 9 of Wands, but it is Wands, so I'm curious what that's about. 9 of Wands, please. 5 of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh, wait, that's so sweet. We have 8 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords. You actually are very inspiring to people. You like brighten up a room. There's something here about you where this pile's really reminding me of pile 1. So if this resonates for you, you can definitely check out pile 1 as well. But there's something about you, maybe it's like your smile or your warmth or your energy, where if someone's like having a bad day or feeling sad, I feel like you're really good at cheering people up. Like when they see you, especially people who see you often or know you better, there's like this association with you, like making things better, making people feel better. You've created like a mental association for the people in your life that if they see you or are around you, like they instantly feel better because you always bring good energy. Yeah. The High Priestess, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Star. Once again, people always feel like if you are around, if they see you, like things are going to get better no matter what they're going through. But I am getting also an additional energy. There are some people who kind of feel like if there's anyone around you or anyone you're connected to who's in a bad energy, there is this sense of like you being very loved, being very stable, and almost being like, ugh, they're still doing well. Like 4 of Swords. Okay, if someone's like in a really negative energy, I don't even see most people are like this because most of these cards are really nice. But there are some people around you in a bad energy. I just heard I should just give up. I don't know who this is, but no. But, ooh, okay. I don't know why I keep getting like the gym. Maybe it's because I've been going to the gym a lot. And so like this energy has just been coming through, and like I'll get a lot of examples to help kind of articulate and give examples of what the energy looks like in the real world. But it's kind of reminding me of like if you walk into the gym and you look really good, someone who's like in a good energy will be like, oh my gosh, they look so good, I want to get like them, I want my body to be like theirs. But if someone's in a bad energy, they're almost like, oh, I should just give up, like look at them, like I'll never look like that or something. I don't know. No, don't think that way. Yeah, 2 of Swords in reverse with the 8 of Pentacles. But once again, there's a flip side to this where I feel like a lot of people really look up to you actually. I heard you're inspiration for some people. Okay, for some people in your life, you are financial inspiration. For some of you, you're like physical inspiration. For some of you, you're spiritual inspiration. Like you inspire a lot of people around you to work harder, to reach the next level, to be more balanced. Like there's a lot of people around you who emulate you and see you as a good example. Seven of Cups. People also fantasize about you a lot, just so you know. Okay, but it's more complicated than that. So there's some people who fantasize about you like in a romantic sense, but there's some people who fantasize about... Okay, this is super weird, but I'm gonna say it. There is someone in your life who fantasizes about being you or like having your life. Six of Swords, someone you walked away from. Ugh, someone... You know who this person is. You definitely know who this person is. This person could have tried to like kind of... I'm seeing the movie Single White Female. If any of you had a situation like that, if you're not familiar, look up the plot of that movie, Single White Female. Somebody like, they'll see you or see pictures of you and they like think about what it's like to be you. Page of Cups. People think you're really cute too. There's something very warm about you. How do people feel? Six of Pentacles. People feel super balanced, actually. There's definitely some people from your past who feel pretty heartbroken if they see you or see like pictures of you. But I feel like for most people, when they look at you, it's actually a very balanced energy. There's something very aspirational about you. There's something about you where people are like, oh yeah, I would like to be like that. I would like to, you know, excel in this thing or be like them or look like them. Something like that. Have their confidence or some of your posture. People want your posture. There's something very solid about you. Like you look good. You look like you feel good. You have good connections in your life. I just feel like a lot of people look at you and they have a really positive association with you because of their experiences with you. And for people who don't know you, just like off of the visual, off of your impression, you're the kind of person they would want to be like. And I think we've all experienced that, where you see someone, you're like, whoa, like who are they? Like I would love to be like them or dress like them or, you know. Eight of Swords, but this can kind of get into a level of like insecurity for some people, where they do feel a little bit insecure. Oh, I got something interesting intuitively. With this Five of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles and the Star, for some of you, you are really talented with that Seven of Cups as well, and you make things look easy. There's something about you where there's certain things that other people find really difficult, but you make it look really easy. And people could feel kind of a way about that as well. You're really good at making things look easy. I keep hearing that. Emperor. Oh my gosh, what the Fool. Look at it. You make things that look really hard look easy, like it's second nature. The Emperor is someone super accomplished that's like got their life together. And I mean, you know the ins and outs of your life. You have challenges like everyone else. You have your good days and your bad days like everyone else. But there is an energy here of people looking at you and being like, whoa, this person is like... If there's one phrase that I could say encompasses the energy for today's reading, it's like next level. You look next level, but you make it look easy. You make it look effortless. For some of you, you're naturally beautiful or naturally handsome. Oh, okay. Especially for some of you, and I highly recommend for everyone to be active, you know, try to take good care of your body. I've definitely been getting back into that as well, and it's been really enjoyable. But I feel like for some of you, either you make progress really quickly or you already look good and like you're just kind of either maintaining or even honing your body more. I'm getting that really specifically for some of you. Or like there's certain people who feel like they have to really, really work hard for like a small gain, but you look like you're not working hard at all and you're making really big progress. But once again, I feel like actually for most people, they just find this very inspiring and they want to be like you, because there is something about you where people can kind of just tell that you do work. Like you work hard, you've got your life together. I don't know, there's just something about the way that you carry yourself. And once again, you know, no one's perfect. You know your challenges and the things that you're trying to work through in your life. But from the outside looking in, you look like you've got it all figured out, but you also look like you're having a really good time while doing it. And that's how people feel when they look at you. That's what I have for you, pile 2. Really nice energy. It's been kind of interesting to kind of sift through it, because as we continue on with these readings, I feel like the energy gets more and more complex as the collective elevates, but it's looking more and more beautiful every time. So that's what I have for you. I do hope this resonated, and I hope this is helpful for you. You can always watch one of my other videos if you'd like, and of course you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose the third pile, then this is your reading on how do people feel when they look at you. I really like this pile. It's slightly more complicated, but the first thing that I got was, you look like a man's man or like a girl's girl. So you look really attractive right off the bat with the Queen of Wands, but there's something about you that's very like warm, supportive, and inspiring here. You also don't really have any like pretentiousness to you. There's something very like low-key, effortless about you. People also feel very inspired by you as well too. You're very encouraging. You're nice. But there's something here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I think you inspire a lot of people to work harder and to strive for more. I'm not sure. It's so funny because today's reading is how do people feel when they look at you? So I'm like, where is all this coming from? But we'll dig into this and see. There is a sense here. It's reminding me a bit of pile 2. So if this pile resonates with you, you can check out pile 2 as well. But there is a sense of, with this Queen of Wands in the Chariot, you kind of seem like you make things look easy, but there's also a sense of you kind of seeming like you have like a natural head start. With the Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, people kind of feel like you're naturally blessed or naturally gifted in some ways just from like looking at you. So you could be very attractive or have a nice body. I heard for some of you, you're really like tall or athletic or something. And people kind of look at you and be like, okay, well, this person has a natural advantage. But there's something about you where you're a lot chiller and more laid back than people would assume based on your looks or your talent or your ability, if that makes sense. So for instance, like you could be very attractive, but you're not trying to compete with like every other person of your same gender. Or you could be really athletic, but you're not like, you know, you're like chill about it. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like there's something where you stay in your lane, you're comfortable in your lane, but you're not afraid to let other people shine as well too. You're also very courteous and conscientious as well. People feel like they can kind of let their hair down around you. I think initially, if they first meet you or they first see you, they're kind of like, ooh, who's that person? Like they look like, you know, I mean like it guy or it girl. But the more they're around you, the more they realize that you're either just like doing your own thing, like you're chilling. Very grounded. I don't know. Honestly, you're really nice. I like your energy, actually. With the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, people definitely do see you as marriage material. Like you'd be an ideal husband or an ideal wife. People also could feel... With the Page of Pentacles, there's something sort of like youthful and magical about you as well, too. I think you remind people of like their childhood or something, or like an old friend. I feel like this energy is so like cryptic. Some of you could be kind of random or a little bit more eccentric, but people like it. What else do I have here? How do people feel when they look at my pile 3? Lovers in reverse. But Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like even though you're very attractive, you're not necessarily defined by your attractiveness. Like people can tell that there's more to you than just your appearance or your physicality. Ten of Cups. People feel like you make people happy. You make people feel happy. Like when they're around you, people kind of get excited. You have a good energy. You bring good vibes. Some of you kind of, wow, with the Sun. There's something, for some of you, there's like a beachiness or like, I'm imagining like a surfer guy or like a surfer girl who just like looks really good, but they're like super cool and super nice. You have that kind of energy. Yeah, like just so unpretentious, very like chill. You are very attractive, but you're not like toxic at all, and people can just kind of tell. People can feel I heard people can feel the lack of toxicity. Like people can tell that you're just like a nice guy or a nice girl. Like you're not going to hurt someone, you're not interested in that. Like you're just chilling, living your life, having fun. For some of you, you could like adventures. 5 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Oh, okay. I think this is why this is coming through so strongly. Because we talk about this, but there's good people and there's bad people in the world. There's people with good energy and people with bad energy. And I feel like sometimes people can look at you and kind of, if they're in a bad energy, they'll kind of like, you know, just be in a bad energy. Maybe they're being judgmental or jealous or something. But then they end up feeling bad because you're really nice. I don't know. Like, yeah. You're definitely the fool. There's something about your energy that's really hard to confuse or misconstrue. Like, you just come off as, like, nice, hardworking, stable, balanced. Just, like, very happy-go-lucky. Almost, like, innocent. Your energy has that innocence to it. We have the King of Wands, the Emperor in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely feel like if people are in a bad energy, especially people who are, like, attracted to you, they do back off to a certain extent. Yeah, you seem lucky, but you also seem like you work hard for what you have. Like, a perfect mix of luck and discipline. You look disciplined. Like, people feel like you're disciplined, but also you don't take yourself too seriously. You also do have kind of this energy, though, where if people feel like, if people do have big egos, you kind of knock them down a peg just with your energy. And I'm not sure why. Temperance, you're very balanced. Ace of Cups. But, like, they kind of love you for it. Okay, if I can describe this energy and kind of draw up an example. We've all seen those, you might see in like a movie or something, or a situation where someone's like really attractive and they're used to just getting whatever they want, and then they meet someone who just kind of treats them like a normal person, or like a celebrity. If they meet someone who doesn't know who they are, they're like, oh my gosh, this person, like, who are they? You kind of give me that energy, where there could be people around you who are really used to people kind of like falling in love with them or being obsessed with them, and you just kind of do your own thing, and people really like this. There's something very not judgmental, but also something very detached about your energy that people find incredibly attractive. You have a lot of self-love, and I feel like that kind of shows. But I think that's why your energy came through slightly hard to discern before we got some clarifiers, because you have a very unique energy. Like, I don't see this kind of energy very often, where someone is just working hard, naturally blessed, naturally talented, has belief in themselves, has belief in others, can let things go, can enjoy the ride of life, can take the ups and downs. Like, you, your energy truly, with this Fool, you ride the waves of life like a pro surfer. And not a whole lot of people can do that. Like, you're so balanced. But people really feel a way about this. I'll say that, though. So how do people feel when they look at you? They kind of feel, I don't know. They almost, it's because you're so, I just keep getting a very chill energy from you. Like, life is good. I have nothing to complain about. Yeah, I have my ups and downs, but I know things will be good. Like, and it's very evident in your energy. But there are certain people who feel really stressed and really burdened and really freaked out about life. And they kind of feel bad about themselves because you just radiate this energy of, like, I'm good, life is good. Like, yeah, 9 of Swords. Like, people who are really if there's someone around who's like really, really stressed out and anxious and like can't find the silver lining, yeah, they feel pretty bad around you. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm so stressed. I can't believe this. Like, why is pile 3 just like chilling and they're living a good life? And like, especially, this is the thing. If whoever this person is, if they know that you still have challenges, but they see you moving through it and you're chill and you're okay, I feel like that's even worse. And Page of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry to this person. With the Moon. I feel like a lot of people look at you and they're like, what is their secret? Some people feel like you have like the secret to life or something with that Hierophant. The 9 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. I mean, I'll tell you the secret to life of God. That's the secret. But people really do feel like you've kind of unlocked some sort of secret knowledge, or I don't know, for some of you, it's like, you know those gurus, like, not saying that that's you, but people kind of feel like you've like reached enlightenment or something. Like, that's, oh my gosh, the way this card flew out so aggressively. People feel like you've reached enlightenment. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have, through trial and error, through learning your lessons. You've had your ups and downs, but you do feel incredibly enlightened to me. But I think one of the most enlightened things about you is you don't take things too seriously. You understand that this body that you're in, that this life you're in right now, it's temporary. And it's so much smaller than the grand scheme of things. I feel like, honestly, that's the energy that I get from you. And for some of you, you also understand like reincarnation and that this isn't your only lifetime. And so you kind of treat life that way. You know, you're working with God, you're walking with God, and you're seeing kind of, you're able to be both in the world but not of the world. You're able to see how big the big picture is, but also how small the day-to-day is. I hope this is making sense. You can let me know in the comments. But it's beautiful. It's powerful. But I think the more you kind of release to God, the more that you allow things to play out, the more that you just ride the waves of life, have optimism, have faith, the more that the things around you do kind of feel smaller and smaller. And people kind of pick up on that from you. But it shows by you walking through life confidently, not taking yourself or things too seriously, and just riding the waves like a pro surfer. And people love you. Like, people do fall in love with you, just so you know. People have a lot of love for you, but they kind of, I think one of the reasons is because there's a level of detachment that you have that kind of makes you an energetic vortex, where people do feel very sucked in by you, specifically because you're not sucked in by them. I feel like you're sucked in by yourself, by your relationship with the divine, and there are a whole lot of people whose energy is kind of orbiting you for that reason. You kind of become a bit of the sun in your own world, in your own universe, and people are feeling it, people are gravitating towards you. But the closer they get to you, the more that they realize that you don't see yourself that way. You just see yourself as a person who's living life with faith and gratitude and riding the waves of life. That's what I have for you. A little bit more philosophical, a little bit more esoteric. But that's what I have for you, Pile 3. I hope this resonated and I hope this is helpful for you. It's a beautiful energy, but I see why people are slightly confused by their feelings, because for a lot of you, you have a hard energy to read, but I think it's because it's complex and I think it's quite advanced, and you should be proud of that. But that's what I have for you. So I do hope this resonated. I hope this was useful for you. And of course, you can always watch any of my other readings if you're interested, and you can always book a personal reading with me at any time if you would like. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.